好，看起来网络应该好多了。我先确定一下是不是全部平台都上了。好，有。好，那我们就继续吧。这是我的工会小屋，然后这都是我自己设计的，漂亮吧？就是你不需要去买这些家具，是原本的话，这里都是整个是空的，这些家具都是要买，然后你要自己布置。就所有看到的东西都是自己布置，漂亮吧？是非。好，我们换一下妆好了。好，我们要回去第一个世界了。这样反咬也不对。Lakeland。终于可以飞了。你有看过北极熊会飞吗？嗨，丽娜，好久不见。Material, you are returned. Yes, I have returned. Have you been well, you and the others? We have no shortage of troubles, but we are enough. Well enough. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. Yeah. He said this to you? Those exact words. Oh, to know that he's happy, it filled my heart with joy. Thank you, Mateo, for taking care of him. 这里说的就是那个猫男搞他跳。When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Who tells? A request note it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you give us continue, and we work hard to build new life for ourselves.
Rainbow Rune is now lit. Streaming Final Fantasy 14 Online.
Final Fantasy.
LVL 86 FFXIV ENDWALKER Main Quest Spoiler Alert 剧透。
好的。In the course of this, we occasionally bring vehicles, but we have never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the questions of our governance. Even as we speak, debates range on over how we should run the city, in the exalt absent. Most are of the mind that the settlement's council should continue to oversee the general running of Crystalium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomatic. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord, no one could. Have you recently observed any unusual phenomena? 有吗? No, I cannot say there has been. Curious that you should ask me these questions, though. 对啊，为什么这里没有影响? Some days ago, Dreams came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful he has been of late. Okay, he and other Christorians youth just host a festival, you see. It's proved so popular that they are really planned for another celebrations, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restorations of the NP, she struck me as happy and full of life. So, when I saw her in a state of such worry, I wouldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since he wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say he would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject in her? Yeah. So wait, see. You wish to enter the UB Liquors. Very well. Shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Range. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Shall we say I will be alone as soon as I can. Hey Siri, 有没有叫你啊？闭嘴。Okay, so return to the Quisterium. "应该是去 Panda 吧。哦，是这个图书馆。哦，好多人哦。Okay, so we have to prepare for lengthy dint. Great. Do my old eyes deceive? That is truly mature. Yeah, it's me. Oh, hi. Ah, it is. How glad I am to see you hail and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise that it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you have heard, we are planning to produce a tomb. Chronic link event for the flood to the night returns. For this subject, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples, historicals and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tomb, but yours will be the one from them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter of soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavor. In the course of developing the spirit vessels, I gained valuable insights into traveling beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your assistance and deeds. There is no end to this question, I will say, or I will ask you, but if you could indulge me just for one now, In your quest to restore the night, you face many formidable foe. Okay, I think like this is the recap of what happened in 5.0. Among them who offer you the greatest struggles. Titania.
ASF Tech.
Hi, Ruby Page. What do you mean by Val's tech? Hades, who bore the burden of his people. Oh yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battles in the depths of the temples, the south of Epic. Hi, Curtis. How are you, Curtis? And welcome, Ruby Page. I think you're the new viewer.
Curtis.
Yeah, but I still don't understand what you mean by first take. Hi, Curtis.
Hi, 克克。
哦，奥斯克，原来你 lurking 在这里。我刚才没有注意到你有开台诶，要不然其实我刚才去吃饭的时候应该 rent。对啊，没关系，等下搞不好我们结束了，你还没结束，就要过去 rent。
奥斯可，你不是在直播吗？
对啊，奥斯克，你是在分身法术吗？
哈罗汉堂。
哈罗汉堂，哈罗汉 ，OK， 阿罗汉。Hi Curtis， 我可以讲什么了？好吧，好像忘记了。对，Oh yeah，as a reminder。This Curtis is
对啊，
we will
我在
play
直播，可是我仍然有在收听。
哦，感谢奥斯可的分身法术。
嗨，奥斯可。
感谢奥斯可同时直播同时在听。对啊，是我的话，我应该没办法，就是做到分身法术，真抱歉。Yeah, Curtis is we will play Half-Life Alyx tomorrow, and yeah, I'm looking forward to play the game. Like the last time we played together is like 2 weeks before, yeah, and then yeah, just looking forward to it. And okay, back to the story. Yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect. Okay, I think I already read this one. He's the obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battles was okay. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that faithful confrontations. Curtis， 我这游戏才玩到一半而已，长哦。而且听说就是看了很多吴雷的评价，就是它跟 5.0 一样，就是后面会让人家哭，因为我不会哭。Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. Not at the very least, he will impress upon readers that it was a climax of your hero's journey. Okay, I know you like to talk his ear off, Morant, but we really should be on our ways. Those documents from Elmo won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterward, would you case journey for tea? I'm hoping you might clarify a few points in your testimony. Choose next time then, to tell the others to look for them after themselves. Our overzealous friends in particular remind him not to overexert himself. Okay, it's like the second one to ask him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ear fell off. Is what it takes for him to make it to heart. 我觉得我应该要来，就是礼尚往来，我应该来挂一个在那个奥斯可的台，虽然我应该没办法，就是听他的讲的话。好。Oh, sorry, I didn't pay attention.
没关系，没关系。
没关系，我已经挂上去了。It's him. It's really him. What are you doing here? If you are the battles, I can give you some medicines. I make it myself. Best note, Ricky. You only give him a stammer X.
我担心你网路。
哦，应该还好啦。我都把那个，如果我要挂网的话，这次我都会把解析度调到最低啊，所以不会占据很多网。We have came to see Melrand to get his advice.
谢谢你 my our club.
Okay, it's okay. You're welcome. One of the gods finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose the fighting style. Well, I know that I want to be a mage. Ekrik isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing. So I was thinking to take up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seems alright, but it's hard to decide. So I thought I would ask Morant. He knows about lots of things. 摇头 He isn't here? Oh. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? Okay. What do you think suits an X-Curse best? X, soul, or bow? Bow, send at me. The bow. If you took out the bow, you could be just like... Ray, the Warrior of Light. I love the tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide Warrior of Darkness. 对，在这世界我们是 Warrior of Darkness， 我们不是 Warrior of Light。因为这个世界的世界观是，就是这里的光之战士被那个就被 Ancient 影响，然后被他们控制说，只要把这世界的所有黑暗给驱逐之后呢，就会带来和平。可是其实并不是，就把这世界的黑暗驱逐之后，就导致光明跟黑暗的失调，然后让整个光明的那个能量岩就是覆盖到整个世界，然后对，就差一点，就是这世界就要灭亡，但是就是我们成功的就是救下来了这个世界，就长话短说的话。I will start with the style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to bolt with you. 我觉得他们的那个 emoji 做的都很棒。Okay, so who will appear now? Such fun he has been having, basking in the adorations of musty old bookworms and wide-open youngling. But does he spare a thought of me? Of course not. Okay, who is this? Show yourself. I wait and wait and wait, but he wouldn't so much as acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Now I read still this line, I know who is this, okay? Even though they are right here. Such a heartless thing of sapling is cold and pure and heartless. Okay, I don't have the Irish or Scottish accent, so sorry I cannot roleplay as her. Oh! Boy! Okay, I need you. Why do you say it like a question? Where's the love, the respect, the oh? But this was pointed at as I am. I will overlook this once. I know you have a lot on your mind right now. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do you know? Hehe, how do I know this? Joy as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of the rainbows. Okay, 他们是就是5.0里面的那个 Pixies， 然后他们都非常的滑稽可爱。我觉得应该是说在北欧神话吗？还是欧洲神话好了？就是精灵算精灵吗？就是肺有两种吧，一个是 Pixie， 然后一个是突然间忘记另外一个叫什么。对，我突然间忘记这另外一个叫什么。然后 Pixie 是属于比较邪恶的那一群，就是他们会作弄，就有点像台湾的摩羯娜的感觉。对。Would that I call aims you in your quest, but the fate of we faithful is bound to that of the star. Whither is go, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare your hand by giving you the sweetest of eternal dreams. Okay, never mind. I don't need your help anymore. But if escape not to your liking, then you must struggle with your follow's mortal. But here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what matters of conclusion the way the tale ends. Okay, so it's Rings. Yeah, Rings. Hi, long time no see. My apology for the delay. Metro, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catch up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberties of locking the Ubilicust, and you may enter as your lectures. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I have this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that. So what do you feel? I'm the oracles of light, but I've never spoken with Heidelint. Never once hear her call. Even so, I have always had the feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immersed. These past few days, though, the connections have wavered, as if that immersed something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was drawn away by the feeling it had been completely severe. Oh my god. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the windows, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked, and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else have seen what I have seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a fragment of half-remembered dream. No, it's not a dream. You saw what to come. Material, why are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Emeralds came again. Sorry. I cannot believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us. Please look only the threats before you. We are fine right now, and even if we aren't, we won't. we have learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured that we won't go quietly. No, we will hold on until you can find a way to save all. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath the freezing sky. So nice of her. You are headed to the Ubiquitous to consult with Elizabeth, right? I will do some consulting on my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Where's the crystal? Okay. Ah, Master Material, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word, and I shall show you to the ocular. A distant memory. So how can we talk to Elizabeth? I wonder.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elizabeth entity.
Okay, it's not convenient. How?
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond. Or Lord
你
Zodiac.
的角色的新发色，我觉得很适合冬季。
很适合冬季。没有，我没有换发色啊，其实，只是之前可能看的不是很明显。对啊，我喜欢那个发色。
So, he has fallen, and my brethren's
Oh,
souls
sad
return to the
news.
star.
对啊，Zodiac 死掉的话，他们就是他们的灵魂，就是寄献给 Zodiac 的灵魂也跟着消失了。
The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again.
All
Old
burdens.
now yours to bear.
Yeah.
But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Yeah, share it with us, please. I'm sorry.
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiark from servitude. Where to begin?
The end.
The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes. A conclusion drawn by him.
Oh.
Daniel.
Okay.
Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him. Long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate.
Though he inherited this noble soul, how different these last incarnations, so confused by self-loathing and hate. Okay. Yeah, we know that Aemon has possessed.
Elpis. Yes. The name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Okay. But why the flowers?
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there. And before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Okay.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Oh, what happened?
Wait. I saw you there.
How?
In Elpis. No.
What?
Did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility.
How? Are we going to back to the past?
It fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
What is this?
You must travel to Elpis.
How? But how?
The time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
Oh!
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days.
Yeah, it's the same concept of the time machine, the novel, I think.
You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Yeah.
Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
If we go back to times, how can we... Yeah, how are we going, like, back to in the future? Back to the future.
The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
No, yeah.
Appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded.
Let's go back
The magic
to see what
should
happens.
consume every last mote of my essence.
Oh no. Why?
Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
Yeah, but you can still live light.
Lord Zodiac is no more.
Okay, yeah, that's why.
Nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back.
Okay, this gives me a lot of goosebumps and chill.
Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude.
I think the ending will be
falls
like
to you now,
every one of the ancients
and your
will,
champion,
will be gone forever,
to save
including
our
Heidelin.
star.
Maybe this is my speculations. I don't know, because yeah, it's like sad ending. Yeah, Flo, you once again in the interior river. We are ghosts now. Oh, they are huge. Okay, so they look like actually like a person, not a hooker figures. Etherealized device. Guided man. Guided man. The man stands dutiful by the Ethereal's light and device. A guide for this facility in all likelihood. Can you see us? Hello? You attempt to get the man's attention, but but if he see or hear you, he gives absolute no indications. As Elizabeth's want, it appears your form is intangible. We can only see through the past. We cannot change anything. The device is reminiscent of the Etherite. But it is possible to attune with it. Attune! Despite attempting to channel and focus your energy, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Conversing movement. Conversing. This is the right place, right? Porleont? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Porleont. Okay, no. You attempt to generally poke the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing. It seems neither does she. Okay, we have no idea where I be. Red roads. Red roads. The remarkable large men wear black robes and half masks, much like the phantoms you encounter in the Mirror Lamentoriums and the Recreated Emerald. It seems you have made it to your destinations. You gesticulate wildly and shout out manner of greeting and obscenity, but the man does not as much as glance in your general direction. Okay, now we become Albert. We are the ghosts now. No one can see and no one can hear us. Oh my god. Yeah, how are we going to go back to present days? You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Pass through it? Okay. Oh, they teleport in.
And here we are, Elpis.
This is FFXIV voiced.
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person.
Oh no, it's
To what
Vandania.
do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
FFXIV?
Who you are, perhaps. But I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not
Infamous.
follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Oh yes, it's MSR. Okay, this is how it look. You can see us? Really?
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
It. So they can see us? How?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. That's odd.
How can he see us?
It's right here. A bit thin in the ether,
Okay.
but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though. Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now. It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether?
Oh.
Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Oh my god.
Who do you take me for? Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded? I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Okay, I never see this coming.
You may open your eyes.
Oh. Wow. We are in the past.
Oh, you even adjusted its size. The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
Can they understand
How very
what
thoughtful of you.
we are going
And
to
may I
say?
applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings.
Yeah, I thought so.
am Ithildaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend?
Okay, this is hard to say.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come?
Very, very,
The thinness of your
very
essence suggests you weren't created here.
far from the future.
You do not know? Or cannot say?
Cannot say.
Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Finding out about what caused the final days. I seek a man named Hermist. I want to learn more about you, priest. Okay, I think the same, right? Just say this one.
Well now, the same as us.
Oh.
Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Okay.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Yeah, bring us in.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than
Yeah,
leave it to its own
little-
devices.
yes.
Wouldn't you agree?
Good point.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Okay, we are finally going to glimpse
Welcome,
of
my
their-
friends, to the testing ground of creation
their
at
world.
Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Oh. Okay, I think that is Hydarin.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
It feels like I just start the new expansions. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never failed to take my breath away. Why? It feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guides too. Perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of toughness, I shall start with the basic. Using concepts to give shape to ethers, creation magic allows us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate object or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but then must all underground evaluations at the bureaus of the architects. As part of the process, living being and certain arcane entity may be sent here to Iblis for in-depth observations and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Now then, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. chance he will be at the main observation hall, so let us seek him out a day first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear MS Sachs wished to keep a low profile of his errands, so... Do you know how to make a ropes? A basic concept will do. No? In that case, MS Sachs. Now your whims, your responsibility. You are getting no other tremors of ether out of me. The way he's sharing some things, don't you think he wasn't a nice, bottomless form of magic? Very well, shall make the ropes. But perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the required material. Yes, these creatures should suffice. And etheric ropes, I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petalodia. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds to serve. Now, as you mentioned that the strength of this rope is tight, now put intent to the strength of its user. As your ethers is still thin compared to us, to ours, we will need to weaken the Paralodias first. Good luck. How? Are we going to kill this? Okay, capture 1. Ah! You caught the Petalodians. Come, let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot for revisions. There, it's ready. It's not fancy, but then we are trying not to stand out. Try it for the size. You turn living being into clothes, just like that. Won't someone be angry with us for using those creatures? Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. And besides, we can always make more Pentalodias. They need only a tiny amount of ethers. it may take some efforts to get the forms and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see what's a dam. Fair points, but at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attentions for casual observer, sorry. MSR speaks true, even dressed like us. Your unusual nature will be plain to those who think you look. Should someone question your present, don't make up excuse. Much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you are a familiar. Okay. The question is whose? Of course, Adam's. You say you belong to him, people will give you the benefits of doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associations. For lack of his presence, absolutely. Were he here, he would have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story settles. Let us continue with our errand. Okay, let's wear this one. This is all mixed. This one, right? Paragon Lake. No. Oh my god. Let's try. Nope. Really? Okay, this is all level 80, 82, 84. Okay, I think maybe it's this one. If you're ready, let us continue along the path to Norrisist. The place serves as an observations hub and residence vault. Someone there should be able to point us in the directions of her mist.
剧透大王哈哈哈哈笑到流泪的脸。
是你自己要点开来看的。刚刚这样子，不是跟你标题不写得很大个剧透了吗？小赖。你什么都没看到吧？对不对？你刚才都忘光了，不是吗？不要再看了，小赖，这些都是剧透哦。
你干脆说我自戳双眼算了。
抱歉，剧透了。不是呢， 你是滑手机的时候滑到我的影片吗？真抱歉。对吼，我应该好像没有办法防止这件事情，对不对？那我是不是应该下次就不应该在那个Facebook上面直播？
你的都在第一页。
为什么？完蛋了，因为除了你以外，还有一些就是 FF 的朋友比我玩的还晚的，还在后面的，那怎么办？而且这一段是大剧透啊！可恶！
置顶。
为什么是置顶？好了，请把它关掉。哦，你没差。Yes, can I help you？ 真的没差吗？我觉得，对啊，这有剧透跟没有剧透差很远欸。We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well, now, by your maths, I assume you are one of the 14th. He wasn't aware there was to be a visitation between you and
谁
us.
知道每次一开 FB 都在最上嘛？
啊，好吧，真抱歉。It's something of a surprise. The descriptions, in the matters will be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The chief should be out conducting observation as usual.
我也是。
你也是什么意思？你有没有在玩？你也是什么？你也是置顶吗？His focus of late have been aquatic creature, so I expect you to find him
彩虹卢恩时就在我动态第一个。
Oh my god！ 为什么？I have the pool here。我觉得是不是应该关掉 Facebook 的？因为我发现，因为里面有几个我的好友，就是 FF14的好友，所以我加我的加 FB。对啊，而且这个画面就是大剧透。怎么办？应该说我直播结束之后，我的画面就会回到最初的我刚开始的直播画面。那理论上我都会选一些不是剧透的点放着，对。但是如果在直播中的话，的确就会是剧透画面。排队。哦，你在排队，好，加油，排队加油！现在，请问一下，现在要排多少个人
？851。
哦，那还好。那时候还在1000多个，就真的有点夸张。好吧，小赖，你可以把直播关掉了，你可以继续去破你的剧情了。然后你可以顺便把这一切忘记，你知道吗？就是你完全没有看到这个画面，谢谢。The focus of late has been okay. The pool, you say? Many thanks and apologies for disturbing your works.
20到17、20。
对啊，我讲平常都是1500、1800。I say, well, I have never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his eater? I could. As you know, FFXIV and I can discern the color of soul. By the same tokens, we can also see eaters quite keenly and form great systems. Okay, form a great system. With this scale, I could readily locate Hermes, but I feel that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We are here to perform an assignment. After all, by searching the ordinary ways, we stand to gain insights into earpiece and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own enjoyment, like it's not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for hermits. According to his profile, he has short dark hair. As you know, it's because we are in earpiece that we don't have our blowouts. Especially special exemptions due to the need of be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you possess any. This is a rare treatment indeed, to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. Here you are.
Huh. You are...
As I'm familiar.
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be...
What?
Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Oh my god, can he know our thoughts?
May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
We should know each other first, right?
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You are of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to...
Who's these little girls? Can he know our
certainly
secrets?
have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon.
Meteon.
Shooting star.
Okay.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment.
What?
Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
There literally are gods, right? They can create like anything they want.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
Okay, so
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Namastoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
how? How did it go too far? So far?
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Wow, it is a beautiful bird. Seems like a harpy. Okay, where are they? I don't see anyone. Okay, it's too bright. It seems Hermes and Metrons have found their creatures known in this age as Amblystomia. Yet, though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite the predicament. The Amblystomia, Hermes saw it high up the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Do you need a hand? Oh yeah, no, I am fine. Even a little embarrassed. Okay, okay. Okay, now I see you. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Ah! Miss, are you alright? Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry. Both of you and material, your call, an integrate name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little ones, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I forgot all about its follows. It's okay, they're looking. Truly, what a relief! I must thank FFXIV and Heterodox. I don't know how to pronounce this. And when I return to them, but first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Overseer of Airpist, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you'll enjoy your time here. Why are you still there? Is that leg? Well, we mustn't keep the others waiting. Let us return to Anarch nor resist. My apologies for the troubles. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Amber Stormas are safe and well. I presently send them back to their space. If you will go on ahead to the main building. Upon entry, you will see a table and chair, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well, take care not to let the creature slip away again.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
I have important things to say to him as well. There are reasons I cannot speak freely.
Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
I do not object to his attendance.
Oh.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe he can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise.
Okay.
Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
Yeah.
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down, and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Return to the Star? What does it mean?
Of his own volition, yes. Like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Oh.
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance.
Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us a drop of blood flowing through his veins.
In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness.
Isn't there immortal?
To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just... I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all.
Yeah, why?
Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
I'm sorry, Mitchell. I don't want. Didn't mean. A walk. Perhaps we can go for walks. It feels like I don't open the correct gear. So where is it? I think I'll open every single one of these. Or did I open but it doesn't select the where? Oh, here. Yeah, because it's level 1. Can I just okay, then never mind. Because I have to go back to an int and make it a new Gramos. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about that. When others are sad, I'm sad too. This is how I am, how he make me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Teach you! I can teach you! You could make turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Sound like fun. Sound like a brother. It will be. Where's the start? Oh yes, let's talk about Mermont. She could be near the Itellite. I'm good at explaining, but Mermont is... Oh, I'm not good at explaining, okay? So I have him explain instead. Will you follow? Okay, great. Why? He doesn't get. Okay. Okay, it's bugged. Oh, the Etherite. Anyone can use it to teleport anyway. Well, maybe not anyways, not to the ground or to other isles. For that, you need teleporters. Oh, and permissions. And what we have here? Though you look like a person, your ether is quite thin. I assume you are a familiar light, Matrons. Is there something you need? This is materials. You could teach him about Elpist. I, a newly arrival familiar, he says. Very well. I should be glad to introduce our faith facility to him. As you know, it's a mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employed creation magic to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our work into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elpist. Every candidate is subject to a rigorous study in which we identify their properties surmised with habitats might be suitable and speculate as to the effect they may have on environments and other species. So they are doing experiments. Should it be just a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, will create with the hope of making the star a better place. So, heed your masters well and be good. Do you hear? You well, Memont. Very well. Thank for the lessons. You have a turn. Now I get a turn. Where did you come from? A place far, far away, and a galaxy far, far away. Okay. From the crystal realm, I guess. Crystal realm, I never heard of it. Yeah, you don't heard of it. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creations. Let's find a creations. One not being watched. Then I will explain my power. Better let's hope that she doesn't cause final days. Because like her power is like effect emotion, right? Let's hope it won't like become that. Motionless bird. Hello? Are you alright? Is this the precursors of Chocobo? Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before, place is new. Anyway, I try reading its mind, it's my power. I can read it, or maybe there's nothing to read. It's a statute. Wait, please wait, I try again with you this time. Is she losing her power? Reading, can you hear me? Yeah, we can. This is my power, I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intentions, a process performed subconsciously by intellect, Legion's life form. This ability is vital to my missions, for it allows me to interact with intelligence beings. So, even so, they communicate via unknown language or others non-verbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet, though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermie wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you. One is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share a common trait with us, your thoughts are complex, charismatic. They drew me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Yes. Ah, good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? Fighting, crafting, grading, praying is the secret. Praying. I'm good at praying. Praying. I still not sure what that means. Hermes said let's play, but then he go for a walk or look at the creations. It's fun, but not different from work. Is he angry? I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Yunten's next. It's usually a small building. What? In a small building, okay, one in the west row. What? Well, isn't it, if it isn't Matrons, I see you brought a friend today. Greeting. And apples? Could you make me an apples? The kind Hermes like, covered in syrups. I want to share it with, Metro. Oh, candy apples. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Metro. You weren't made to do so. Huh? But I like it to. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share other feelings. You have taken Hermes' life from your own. In any case, I can prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promised. I'm sorry, because I want to show you my favorite thing that I could ask about yours, but I failed. Tell her what you like. Oh, that's what you like. Yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And make it me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me. Well, we have walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes have finished talking too. Shall we go and see? There you are. I can see the fresh air have done Meteoron's good. Meteor want to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him. About this place, about my power, about your favorite foods. I'm sure if the last one will be of any use. But I do appreciate your keeping Meteor's company while you were away. I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You request time to reconsider the invitations, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been declared that MSL and Helodost, okay, welcoming me as I tend to my duty. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that he's in no way associated with the convocations. We simply chanced to meet at Polyleon's. Okay. This is not guarantee that the matter we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence bring Meteorians, I cannot imagine our mysterious friends have a malicious intent. Meteor is kind, really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You are coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You are bound to learn lots and lots. If everyone is ready, there's a few creations I need to check on. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Embestoma. Have care with your step outside your heart, for there may be more unruly creatures about. I think like the delay is like large. This here is a new species of Pentaloda we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence through far. If it can see its observations periods to the end without issues, we shall release it onto the world. It's a butterfly. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entity? I have no idea. It is the presence of a soul, yet a soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. No, it manifests only in those beings whose form adhere to the laws of creations that can enroll on their own. Beings that do not fulfill these requirements, such as those spontaneously born of magic or nature phenomena that do not have souls. No matter how much it may resemble fauna or flora, it is lack a soul that is considered an arcane entity. So, you see, it's not for mankind to decide what is living. The domain lies beyond our manipulations and is hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacons. I have received a report that arcane entity have gathered there. Okay, the leg is Ah, yes, lightning Freoma. This as the report say. Although we call this structure a beacon due to its form, it is in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the ice, airborne, and mountain the climate thereupon. In the course of its operation, is often seen an internal shift towards a given element. Right now, the element is lightning, which draw the four masts here to replenish their ether. It appears Meteoron is busy. Will you care to assist in her stead and feed the Chroma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. Veteran birds feast on our dazzling friend. Go on, give it a try. Cannot execute. Okay. We are feeding them now. Let's you have food. Okay. Perfectly done, Meteor. Look. They are eating now. See how the gradient feed, how they express themselves through their actions despite their lack of words. Speech is not the soul's defining characteristic of a thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence an indication that they do not possess this quantity. But it is a soulless arcane entity. Albeit a soulless arcane entity such as the Fuma or an ephemeral light form such as the Pentaloda, all seeks to perpetuate their existence to survive. Is Meteoron a living being? A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but it ultimately fell to the bureaucrats of the architects to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Hedorus, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me, it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you're finished already. I'm sorry. I wasn't in the way. I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. They missed nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we'll head to east of the morning dawn. Adieu. I need to speak with some observer there. Oh?
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
The flowers.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis.
Okay, it's the same name.
Entelekis. Like me.
Entelekis. Oh, emotions. They feel emotions.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace.
Oh.
A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Okay.
Akasha.
Akasha.
Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it.
Dynamist.
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
Okay.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Oh.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteor?
Let's hope that Meteor isn't the one that caused the final days. Yeah, because like when the Zodiac is killed, we heard a female sound, like laughing.
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it.
Yeah.
However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Oh?
Yours is thin too. Like an Enteleki. Like me. So... are we the same? Entelekis.
Sure, I don't see why I couldn't be one. Well, I have been known to transcend my limit with nothing but determinations. Oh, okay. If I'm thin, it's because of the amateur didn't do a proper job. I think the second one, well, I have known to transcend my limit with nothing but determinations.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
Okay.
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
Make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear. I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Nor that I or anyone else would be able to make use of even if we knew. But it helped me to discover that there is an entire different form of energy that no one tells me. That personal's annoyance insight. Aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that there are none among the 14th who specialize in the celestial. He would be the welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitations. Why did you join the convocations? Oh, you wish to know why MXX was chosen for the conversations? I should be great to share the tale. It began when... not another words. Lest you forget, we are to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. My apology for the wait. I've inspected the emperors to my specifications. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it will be long years to be released onto the world. Another creation, however, reportedly isn't fared so well. The Chubbies? That is what we shall attend to next. If you want to follow me, my friend, I shall return to the main isles and head north. Oh, the waterfall. Is that the dragons? I understand there is a problem with one of these charities. Yes, that's right. As you know, they are based on a sea creature. Only the adjustment to enhance its affinity to wind is capable for flight. The specimens created from the concepts could all fly without issues, but problems arose in subsequent generations. This third generation's creature was born with an etheric balance leaning strongly towards water. Its aquatic origins reasserting itself, it would seem the result being its affinity to wind is diminished and cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can get it to raise even the slightest bit. For such change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable through. With your permission, I will reverse the creature and recommend to the world that the concepts will be revised. With this etheric balance linked towards water, the Cherubs will indeed struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it is too early to conduct that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wing. What? You didn't go to such a length? You don't know, but of course not. Transformation is an art in which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcends the limit of one's flesh. Yet, convenience in those it may be transforming in a presence of others is considered very what is this word? Vans glorious in extreme, as uncount and unseen as running about ruthless, shameful. Am I to understand you make a habit of this? Nothing of sort. It's just that when transformed, I can will the wind and fly. It may seem as excessive, but what is our shame next to the life of this creature? They deserve a chance, and we owe it to them to do all in our power. But be that as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution. Emerson, may I trouble you to move that creature away from me follows somewhere outside. Meanwhile, I would like to the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I will but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes commit an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. MSUP is outside, good. Let's speak of the plan. It is a stroke of genius, really. You have MSUP training the creature. Aside from being able to fly and transform, he can ready the ether current. And with his attempts spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wings magic to guide the creature along. Well, he is indeed capable of all you describe. It's not his duty, I'm loath to trouble him with it. Don't be. As I mentioned, it will also be of his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Major, I want you to go to MXR and tell him that you have a favor to ask. You will be disinclined to cooperate first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflagging persistent. Off you go now. Good luck. Hey, have a favor to ask. I have a favor to ask. Okay. I have a favor to ask. Oh no, you don't. I am not leaving on fingers. I don't know what. Halo Dust is up to, but I will not be made to know. I refused. Okay, please. MX. Duck. Okay.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent emissary. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emmett Sulk. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last. I will aid it once it is taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation.
Yeah?
Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend.
Ooh.
A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow.
Is that us? Ism?
His antics irritate
Okay, never mind.
Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you.
Why?
I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Pet?
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on
Okay, it's Charybdis.
Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Hello? Oh, it's wave. Okay. Emerging from his reverse Emerson noticed you and began to descend. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thank you to you. The creature has learned to fly. Material and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creatures need some small assistance at first, but soon you are flying more or less on your own. I doubt you will be need to repeat this lesson. That was truly impressive. I witnessed it all from afar. The sheriff's prize. Indeed, with this, we have proved that even the creatures with athletic balance is capable of flight. Though we help it to achieve this, the sheriff is a hurt animals that they may well end their struggling king in life actions if and when the needs arise. Keep this in mind. I bid you continue observing them. If that is what you want. But I may say so rather than hoping an idealistic possible came to pass. Would it not be simpler to have the concepts adjust? That way, we could guarantee that anomalies such as these specimens are never born in the first place. Okay. These creatures are already here. We will spare no efforts in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief, as you wish. You seem angry. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tests. Let us return to anger no resist for now. Hey, teleport back. What? Want to apologize for forcing me to help? Don't you? Do you? Save your breath. You don't force me to do anything. I merely choose the most expeditious ways to have done with an impediment to our business. Hey, doggy. Something seems to be weight on Hermes' mind. Yeah, what are you thinking about? Tell me, Meteor, in the course of watching me, have you learned out of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful that will change. Dynamics seems promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I have found it yet. Dynamics seems promising. Dynamics, you say? Curious that such an obscure phenomenon should be of interest to you. Okay, who's this guy? Chief, tell me what good fortunes to find you here. It's something that matters. The icon. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release one of the observations that is set upon the nearby OU pet, startling them. Was the creature hungry or somehow provoked? I had just fed them myself, and the OU pets were keeping a wild bird. It's the nature of the icon. Okay, that is the brand. They are inert reasonist. Temperaments aside, it's just outstanding creations, perfect in form and functions. Though it may not be suited for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concepts for preservation. In any case, there is no point to postpone the inevitables. Doros will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. They are going to kill them? Where is the scenes of the incidents? Just off the path to the 12th wonder. Okay. Is this the 12th wonder? Is this the new range? As you make your way, you should see it on the left. I don't know if Zoro is still there, however. Oh, Miss Wade. If it is part of your work, then I will observe we follow. This place is so beautiful. The creations and burned are unmistakable. The icon was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doro must have taken it away. The man made his best at the 12th wonder. I should go and seek him out there. Emesak and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the icon didn't escape. My thanks, let us meet at the 12th wonder when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Meteor. Cam. This down is down this path and over the bridge. Where's the beach? Okay. As it is, the 12th wonder, Hermes is looking for Doros. Let's look for Doros too. He's a man with long brown hair, I think. I will know him when I see him. If you're with Mithran, then I assume you are one of the errands for Hermes. What can I do for you? Sorry, wrong person. We're looking for Doros. Ah, I see. We do have similar hair, but so people often mistake us for afar. I hope you can find him soon. Can we attune here? Okay. Doros, this is Doros. Well now, if it isn't Mitterrand, what bring you here? Ah, I thought I heard familiar faces. I did recognize you two have decided to help me search for Doros, thank you. You are in charge of the Iconists, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the field, in the restraint, species as they were. I couldn't well return them to cases. Once I submit my report, I will see them revert without delay. It's as he said, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You are the one of the 14th. What brings you here? Nothing you need concerns yourself with, as you were. We have heard the news that the eye constructors occupants. Okay, this name is like how to pronounce this kind of name. As the observers in charge, you are in the opinions that they are not fit to be released. I am. Their enormous aggressions and exceptional strengths make for a highly problematic combinations. It matters not where they are released. Lake currents. Okay, it's not. Okay, I thought it's I. Okay, it's L. Lake currents would threaten other species and upset the natural orders. Could it be that the specimens observed are an outlier? Highly unlikely. We have created a good many of them, or essentially the same tediousness. Even when we use Kairos to begin with a fresh state, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory reconfiguration system the chief himself created. It allowed us to erase or alter memory, that we may observe creations in different environment conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous depending on the intensities of the etherized emissions. Peter may wish to have worked with you. Rest assured I will keep all value within prescribed limit and to prevent misuse. Its applications are limited to those authorized by the chief overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but is still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief. Let's not be so melodramatic. what was born of ether is simply being reduced to its original state. I know the distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choice of the sake of a more preposterous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the end of perils, we remake it. If a creation is deemed a detrimental's existence, we unmake it. It's for the greater good and none questions the necessity of such routine process. I understand this thing, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat onto the world. Yet, insignificance through their individual life may be next to all creations. It is all the likeness. Before we solve the fate, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report that we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend this discussion that FFXIV may better carry out his duty? By all means. Pray show them to meeting room. What happened? Why did? To men, other beings are just things to be used and controlled like magic. This is what Hermes told me once. I fear this discussion may have taken a while, during which time Meteorians, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting, I will stay with Love thought I'm to impose, may I have a Meteorian in your care again? Sure. I'm your dad, if you excuse me. Can I help? Can you help me with something? The meeting will makes Hermes said. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flower the most of all the creations in Earpist. Most creations are assessed to be interesting or beautiful or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They are designed to suit our emotions, what we feel, and want to convey it. Hermes like that. I cannot make flowers, so I will search for one, and I want you to search for with me. Let's start here, at the 12th Wonders. Let's search with some flowers. Vibrant purple flowers bigger than your hands adorn a tree. Oh, so big and bright, I love them. But they might be too bright. You have to think of the recipients. This is what Hermes said. Okay. A tall center tree raised above you. You clench your neck to look the flower. No flower. If there were apple, I could have covered them in syrups. Let's head outside next, don't worry. We won't wander far. Oh, a unicorn. An array of beautiful flowers grow in the bed. They are mix of color forming and patterned. This would be better for Hermes, but they are ancient. That means we shouldn't touch them. They are either under observations or poisonous. Any other place should be fine though. Let's keep looking. Ah, this plant? You're kidding me? Set on tall and thin stalk, the orange-shaped flower is never rising in its undulations. Oh, a cornut flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it showed sit at him. Not a good gift, maybe, but you're good at spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Despite nothing promising nearby, at best, common-looking grass with few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah, over there, something big, huge. That guy? Okay. A terrible strange reminiscence of Snowden's overboards in the air, without a doubt. The creature is the overhead creature before you. It's an Adonis. The thing around its mouth looks like the petals, but the flowers are those on the head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He doesn't leave his room for days. What do you think? Will he like it? No, definitely not. It's not a good source of memory. So this isn't the one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Meteors. But could we search a little more? Maybe as far as a few over there. I'll pick something after that, I promised. Griffith. No! Last few. Okay, this is a lot of flowers. Green field stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Oh, there's nothing. What? There's a lot of flowers. These shining things over there. What could it be? Shining object. Okay, okay, this flower again. Epist. Epist. Oh, Elpist flowers, they are here too. Hermes like and dislike them at the same time. Why? Like me, they are antagonist. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. There's only for Hermes though. For the others, they're always white and bright. Why? Truly, the flower was dark in your home. Then, do you have it too? A dark emotions? I've known the pain and sorrow of loss. I feel good, fury, and frustration. Pain and sorrow of the lost. I see. Hermit knows, have known the same, the feeling that a part of you is gone, again and again, but no one noticed. Please, Matter, why don't you lend it to me, your pain and sorrow? Why? I want you to make this flower dark in front of Hermit. But what use is this? He has been in dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't here alone. The others are set too. Okay. Fury, you do it? Are we going to cause final days? Thank you, mistress. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes react. Let's go back and fish him. Are we going to cause final days? Let's hope not. It seems they are still talking. Let's wait until they finish.
Hermes!
Hi.
Oh. You were waiting for me.
Yeah?
You've finished talking?
Yes. We've come to a decision.
They are going to erase.
My thanks for keeping me to
Yeah.
your company. Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their room. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on. You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Mission has shared much with you.
What does it look like?
May we talk a moment?
Okay.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will. And when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man.
Yeah.
Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. But they sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not to miss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I'm filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
Where I could be of service. Let's have more moving here.
Indeed. Difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day?
Is it talking about us? I mean the real world?
To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis.
Okay.
Who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
Her sisters? Okay, this is...
Sisters. She has a great many of them. And they have already departed on their journey. Traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect. Exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties. And thus far, I've naught to show for it.
Is it... Reparate?
But I have
the
faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon. Let us head back.
All right!
What happened? What's that? What's that? Look. And all too brief interlude, perhaps. It is the time I turn to my next text. As Emisak and Hedorus are aware, which reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Laconist. 7 were created for observations, and all 7 must be unmade. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Iconos would disrupt the nature order, ravaging and consuming other species until themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Europist. I intend to partition the boroughs of Arcade to have their concept preserved as a restricted purpose. Hedorus Lifeform has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet, whatever the boroughs decide, the existing Iconos have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated this creature and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forward. It is my duty to witness the conclusions of this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off then. We will return to the main isles. Where to go? Oh. What happened here? Oh my god. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They call me all gods. I have them both bound with etherealized circles, but they became freezes, even more so than unusual, then broke free. I was able to stop 4. The other 3 escaped. I see them to have taken to the air above the 12th wonder. The last is up ahead, lurking in the field. You and Meteoros handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to MSX unneeded, though it is. Veterans, are you to stay here with Doros? But Hermes, the Alchemist must be reversed. I will spare you their pains and mind. This is my burden, not yours, but if you are intent on helping, then please follow me a lead. Okay, better music. Okay. What kind of creature is this? I appreciate your help, and Lemon stays necessary. There is it, our quarry. Within strike decent at present, but it few threatens. It may well fit free beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You approach slowly in full view and draw the Aircon's attention. It is Lycon, right? Now, I warn you, its ability are as fierce as its temperament. Once it spot you, you will unleash orb of flame. But fear not. By my measures, they are more than equal to test. Withstand the onslaught of a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it away. Ready? Then let's begin. Hi, I'm here. Okay. What kind of fire is it? Oh. Okay, now what? Okay, destination.
Now.
Oh. Oh, Hermes stuff. Okay.
Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
We're just following them. Okay. The icons have been taken off. The incident is resolved. The life of Elpis continues as normal, or ends, as its case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves. Yet never has the departures caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience so much torment? Okay, we need to level up. So I think we can conclude today's section here. And I will be streaming tomorrow. I think it's I was streaming 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and then at night I was streaming Half-Life Alyx with Curtis. So yeah, this is my plan for tomorrow's. And let's hope that tomorrow we can play to level 90. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I think I will just level up, and it's a long ways to go. Let me queue for levelings. It's Alien Strength, lack of DPS. Let's see how long it takes.
See you in the next stream.
Yeah, see you in the next stream, Oscar. Okay, so I think I will rent someone.
See you.
And so I will stop here. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye.